Dr. Jeff Davis, President of Lordship Investments and Director of New Way Community, coming to you today with 5 minutes to live by. This program, we take 5 minutes or so to talk about different topics, including Christianity, business, real estate, finance, sales, a couple of different topics. Today, we're going to be coming out of a book that I wrote called How to Become a Real Estate Investor. Wrote this book for people who are looking to take their investing to another level, possibly get into the field of investing, how to become a real estate investor. Today I'm going to be sharing with you from a slightly different topic, but we're going to relate it to real estate. How much is enough? How much is enough? We live in a capitalistic society. And so in this country, you can start off small and you can grow to heights that are just things that people have never imagined. You can build a business beyond your wildest dreams and expectations, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with starting off with a dream, building your dream, seeing it explode, and reaping benefits from having a successful dream. Nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of things that you can do that are good for yourself, good for your family, good for others. There's a positive impact you can make in the world being successful. But you have to start off on your journey, regardless of where you are, answering the question, how much is enough? Because the biggest challenge in capitalism is greed. A rich man was once asked, how much money is enough? His answer, $1 more. That's the wrong answer. You have to set within yourself what's enough for you. And you don't do that by looking at other people. You don't do that by comparing yourself with other people. I've lived in houses that are small, okay? I've lived in homes that are large, 6 bedrooms, 3 baths, yard, the works. So when you say to yourself, how much is enough? You have to ask yourself, do you really want to be in a house with 47 rooms? Do you really want to have 16 cars in your driveway? Because being able to do that is one thing, but the question that only you can answer is should you? And if you say, yes, I should, then the answer is why. You have to find for yourself, what is it that makes you happy? And your happiness really shouldn't be tied into stuff. Stuff should be the byproduct of being happy. But stuff can make life easier for you. Like when you're able to watch the TV that you like, you're able to sit in the couch that you enjoy, you're able to eat the foods that you like, you're able to visit the places in the world that you want to go to, you're able to drive the car that makes you happy. How much is enough? My suggestion to you is to always look at where you want to be. Now, I know people that do very well with single family homes, but they just don't want to get involved with multifamily. They don't want to deal with apartment buildings and units and stuff for a variety of reasons. How much is enough? So for them, single family homes in their portfolio is enough. And they don't go after the apartment units. Conversely, there are people who, you've had some apartment units. You don't want single family homes. You don't want duplexes, triplexes. You don't want smaller buildings because enough for you is the larger complex. How much is enough? There are people like myself that have had and have a combination of both. You got the single family, duplex, triplex, and you got the multi-unit, and you're okay with all of it. How much is enough? I want to caution you against greed. There's a difference between wanting to have more, wanting to do more, wanting to be more effective, and being greedy. There's a difference between knowing that you're okay and then acting as if you're not, so you're always striving for more and more and more. Because greedy people don't share. Greedy people don't help other people. Greedy people don't take a break. We're all familiar with, during the time of Christmas, the story of Ebenezer Scrooge. He was a man that had, more wealth than anybody in the city, and yet all he did was oppress people with his wealth. You don't want that to be what's said about you. You don't want to be someone who is doing well and has assets, and yet those assets aren't making you a better person. They're actually helping you help to hurt other people. You want to be able to take the things that you have, the things that you've learned, the things that bring you joy, and when you know that it's enough for you, making sure that you're not out there trying to take from others. I remember years ago when I was had somebody managing properties with me. They were doing the repairs, and they were going around making sure that things were okay. And this person was married, had some small children, and it was coming up into the holidays, and I was thinking, what can I do for them? So yes, you can always buy somebody a gift. You can give them money. But I wanted to show this person that I really appreciated them, because while they were taking care of properties and keeping me informed of what was going on with my portfolio, I was free to do other things that made me money. So I had the best of both worlds. I had the passive income, the active income, and everything for me was good. So I remember asking him, "Hey man, what's something you and your wife like to do? Just out of curiosity, what's some of the things you like to do?" And he said, "Oh man, I love to travel. We both like traveling." I said, "Oh, okay. Well, just this is just fantasy land here, but if you could travel, where would you like to go?" And he uh, basically was telling me about a tropical trip. He wanted to go away, like an Acapulco, Aruba, just somewhere nice. And so then I remember taking these things to mind, and um, I went home and I was talking with my wife, and I said, I'm going to do something for him this Christmas that I think is going to blow his mind, but I'm going to do it because he's really helped me this whole year, and I just want to show my appreciation. And she said, "Oh, what is that?" And I said, "I'm going to give them a chance to take a trip." And I think the trip at that time that we had decided on, I said, I'll see if they would want to go to Puerto Vallarta, I believe is how it said. And anyway, my wife kind of looked, and she was like, "Well, that's kind of a nice trip, but if you want to do it, yeah, I think they would enjoy that." So I remember that Christmas giving him a card and saying, "This card basically is a trip. You can basically pick a tropical place to go, 5 days, you and your wife, or you and your wife and your kids, and just make a little vacation of it. Just go somewhere and enjoy. It's cold here because we were in Chicago, so it's cold here. Uh, you can go somewhere and you can have some fun." And they did. Now, how much is enough? I could have easily taken that money and taken my own family on a trip. But that was, for me, one of the best Christmases I've ever had. Not because I went anywhere, because I didn't, but I was able to take what I had, which was enough for me, and still be able to help somebody else and give them a memorable time away. I encourage you, as you look at building your portfolio and amassing the wealth that is possible in real estate, that you will take the time to come to 2 points. Number one, realizing that enough is enough when you reach it. And second, reaching out to others and helping them accomplish their goals. Because when you do that, you'll find that life is not just enjoyable, but it's actually worth living. How to become a real estate investor. You can pick up your copy at www.nwcom.org. Again, that's www.nwcom.org. Or you can go to Amazon, pick up books by Dr. Jeff Davis or Jeff Davis. Get yourself a copy. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And until the next time we meet, this is Dr. Jeff Davis wishing you a day filled with success and happiness.